Hi everyone, my name's Jeff Dean and I'm Math Dad. I'm here to help you help your kids understand math. I'm coming to you today with tip number 4. So, this tip is all about this. Yep, that's it. It's a pencil. Now, this tip is a little different. It's not about what you need to do, it's what you need to ask yourself. I bet that every parent who's ever helped their kids with math, and probably every teacher who's ever taught math, is guilty of this one thing that I'm going to ask you to think about. Well, you see, I'm holding the pencil, and that's just it. When you're helping your kids with math, you need to ask yourself, who's holding the pencil? You might say, why do I care about that? Well, here's the thing. The person holding the pencil is probably the person doing all the work, which means they're probably the person doing all the thinking, which means they're the person doing all the learning. Here's how the scenario typically goes. Someone raises their hand and says, "Hey, I need help." So, as a good dad or a good mom, you come running to the table to help with homework. And they say, "I don't know how to do this problem." And you start to explain what you need to do. You start to maybe go through some steps or some things that you remember learning about that math. And then they're like, I still don't get it. Can you show me? And that's when it starts to happen. You're like, well, yeah, I think I can show you. And maybe you start pointing with your finger a little bit, but slowly but surely it happens. You grab the pencil. And then all of a sudden you're using it for pointing. And then it's you're writing. And after not too long, the whole problem's done and you did it. You're the one with the pencil. You were the one doing the thinking, and I bet you got a lot better at that math problem. So, how do you solve this? Well, one of the things that I do, because I am way guilty of this, I always grab the pencil. But when I think about it, I give it back as quickly as I can and I say, okay, you write it down. And oh man, my kids, they get so mad at me. No, just show me, Dad, just show me. I'm like, nope, I'm going to explain some things. Now you write it down. And I get them to write it down. And then I start asking them, what do you do next? And I get them doing some thinking and them doing some learning. Because if they have the pencil, they're going to have to do the writing. And when they start doing the writing, they're going to start having to process in their heads what's going on. Now, I might have to guide them step by step, but I want my kids doing the writing. Because again, if I'm doing the writing, I'm probably doing the thinking, which means I'm doing the learning. One of the things that I used to tell my students when I taught math is when I showed them how to do it, I'd say, wow, I just got really good at that. I sure learned a lot, but now I need you to learn it. So I give them the pencil. They have to do the writing. Think about it this way. Imagine that I love playing baseball and I want to get better at batting. I want to get better at hitting. And so my plan is I'm going to go to a baseball game and I'm going to watch great hitters hit. And I'm going to sit there and I'm just going to observe. And I'm going to watch them hit. And I'm going to think about the skills and the things that they're doing that is going to make them better. Now, can you get better at hitting by watching someone else? Absolutely. Can you learn math by watching someone else? Absolutely. But, and this is the key, you can learn it, but you're going to be better at it when you're the one doing it. I can watch someone hit a baseball as long as I want, but until I pick up the bat and I swing it, I'm not going to know what I need to work on. I might see what they need to work on, or I might see what they're doing good at, but I'm not going to know what I need to improve upon, which is the same thing with math. When I have the pencil and I'm doing the writing, it's very clear to see what I need to get better at. But when I make them do the writing, even though I might be guiding them, we start to see what they need to improve upon. And we get them doing the thinking so they do the learning. So that's it. This tip is a question. And that question is, who's holding the pencil? I'm Jeff Dean, and I'm Math Dad. And if you're enjoying these videos, please continue to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, One Math Dad. See you later.